Hey guys, I'm Phil Henry, and you're 8th grade science, aren't you? This is the best breakout group we've had yet. You guys are amazing. Don't tell the other ones that. You guys are it. I can tell right now. Now, are you excited to almost be done with 8th grade?
Yes.
How about anybody a little, it's okay if you just be honest with each other. Is it okay if you're a little nervous about high school? It's all right. Like excited, nervous, right? Is that kind of where we are? So how many of you guys here, this is, you're the oldest one in your family, you're the first one going to high school? Okay, about half. All right, so you don't like, you have a cousin you can talk to? Who are you talking to? Who's helping you get to this high school thing going on? You know, anybody give you advice? Your sister? Okay, cool. All right, good. So, hey, I want to tell you that I've had 5 kids go through this high school. My youngest will be a junior. His name's Joseph Henry. Hope you meet him. He's a good kid. He's involved in a lot of activities. He's in theater. He's in the chorus, and he's also a track guy. He's a sprinter. He's fast. He's hoping to set some school records in track. Now, I want to ask you guys, because I think the more involved you are in school, the better your experience is going to be. How many of you guys are going to do something in the fall? Who's going to play sport? And who's going to play football? Raise your hand. How about soccer? How about cross country? Okay. Now, who's going to be in the theater? Who's going to be part of the spring musical? Good. And who's going to be in the chorus? Awesome. Good. You're going to meet my son Joseph. You'll love him. Now, who is going to be involved in a club? There's 26 clubs at this high school. What club are you going to be in? Student council. Good. How about you? Which one? Marching band. Little Green Machine. That's another one. Okay. So there's a lot of cool things to do at this school. Now, speaking of cool, how cool was Joe Klimchuk, who just spoke to you for the Pirates? He had a dream and a vision, and he kept pursuing that dream, didn't he? He wasn't afraid to hear the word no, was he? Because if he heard no, he just said, well, that just means no today. It doesn't mean no tomorrow. He kept pushing, didn't he? So you guys think of along the same lines. So also, another guy that's cool is Mr. Mauer. Because 3 years ago, let's hear a round of applause for Mr. Mauer. You hear that, Mr. Mauer? Mr. Mauer, 3 years ago, called me and a few other guys and said, look, we're going to do a program, True Grit. And we'd like you to be involved. So I'm thrilled. It's my 3rd year I got to be involved with True Grit. Who can tell me what the grit stands for? Come on, it's all right. What's it mean? It means 4 words. Who has it?
Growing responsible and influential teams.
Nice. Growing responsible and influential teams. Now, keywords there are responsible and influential. Now, I want to talk to you today about a subject called bullying. And I think you guys are all going to be responsible and influential to help push down bullying. Right? Am I counting you? I'm going to give you some good strategies and some techniques and understanding about this subject. Okay? So my title today is called the Bullied Bystander Revolution. Join the Bullied Bystander Revolution. 3 words. Bully, bystander, revolution. Let's talk about those 3 words. Bully, first of all. I think a bully is someone that tries to use intimidation, sometimes physical force, always verbal, sometimes online, to put kids down. Is that true? Make kids feel bad, to get other kids to laugh at him, right? In other words, if I can say something, they laugh at me. I feel power as a bully when I get other people to laugh at me, right? That's the bully's MO, right? That's what the bully tries to do. Now, why would a bully do that? I don't know why. Why do you think?
Yeah, attention.
Attention? I think maybe because some bullies aren't loved. And they don't, you were going to say something.
I was going to say, like, to feel better about themselves.
Feel better about themselves, because they don't feel better about themselves already. They're not really happy with who they are. So if they can step on someone else, somehow they feel happy. Maybe they're not loved. I don't know. I'm not here to psychoanalyze bullies. I'm just guessing right now. But what I do know is bully, bystander revolution. The bully is one party who is trying to bully another kid. Now, how does the other kid feel? How does the kid being bullied feel? What would you guys say? How does that kid feel? You had something. Bad? Come on, guys, work with me here. You guys are good students. South Fayette's a good school district, very smart. How's the bully feel?
The kid that's being bullied feels like he just wants to get away from the situation.
He can get away?
Embarrassed.
Embarrassed?
Depressed.
The bully, the kid feels
Depressed.
depressed, right. Right, thank you. And maybe some of it is like, why aren't people helping me? Is that fair? Why wouldn't anybody help me? Feels alone. Okay? So the bully and the kid being bullied. So I said 3 words: bully, bystander, revolution. Okay? Now, let's talk about the word bystander. I'm not going to ask anybody in here if you're a bully or if you've been bullied. Okay? We're not going to do that today. But I am going to tell you that every single one of you guys in here are bystanders. You're all bystanders. You all have seen someone get bullied, have you? Everyone here has seen someone get bullied at some point. Okay? So I think it's a great school. Okay? Guess what? People get bullied in every school. South Fayette wants to do something about it. Now, bystander. I say there's 3 kinds of bystanders, okay? The first kind are what I call guilty bystanders. Guilty. You know why they're guilty? Because they are helping the bully. When the bully says something, they chime in. They say things. Oh, yeah, they make jokes. They're like the background singers of a lousy band. Every lousy band has lousy background singers. They're lousy. They're guilty. They're helping fuel the bully. The bully likes attention, doesn't he? So when the bully says something and other kids chime in, that makes the bully feel better, doesn't it? They're guilty. Okay? The second kind of bystander, they're innocent. Not really, but just work with me for a minute. The innocent bystander, guess what they do? Nothing. They do nothing. They watch a kid getting bullied and they just stand back and do nothing. Now, I think they do that because they might be a little bit afraid that they could be next. So if I pipe up, he might bully me. I'm scared. Or maybe they go like this. They go like, huh. They throw a nod to the bully, right? Little nervous laugh toward the bully. And that signals to the bully, I agree with what you're doing. They feed the bully. When you are a guilty bystander, you're absolutely feeding the bully. When you're innocent, you have a little laugh, or you do nothing, you still feed the bully. Now, the third kind of bystander is what you guys are all going to do. That's the caring bystander. The caring bystander. A caring bystander has courage. It has courage to look somebody in the eye. I'm just picking some of you guys out. You're not bullies, but I got to have a prop, right? So you're my prop. I hope you don't mind. Dude, what's up with that? What are you saying that for? What did that kid do to you? Okay, I'm here. No, you're good. I'm going to go to you. Okay? Who do you think you are? What's up with that? We don't do that here. Now, that takes courage, doesn't it? Thanks, guys. That takes courage to do that. Do you agree? And this is when the other bystanders come in, the other caring bystanders. Because one guy says something and the other ones go, yeah, that's right. That's a good thing to chime in on. The caring bystander and his friends help. If you do that, that'll be a good thing. Now, what do you think the bully's going to do? When someone looks him in the eye, Joe Klimchak just spoke to, wasn't he amazing? The Pirates guy? He talked about looking people in the eye. You should all the time. Especially a bully. You should look him in the eye and say, we're not doing that here. You know, and then the friends said, that's right. Now, what's the bully going to do when he gets challenged? I think he's one of 2 things. What do you think?
One thing is that he might like back down.
He might back down. That's what we hope. Because now he realizes he ain't getting fed anymore. Someone's on to him. We're done with you. Right? Or he might actually get more aggressive. Okay? Let's pause that right there for 1 minute. Because I'm going to ask you a question. The third word was revolution. Remember? Bully. Bystander. There's 3 bystanders. Guilty, innocent, and caring. And the third word was revolution, right? Let's talk about that word revolution. Do you guys like the Avengers? Seriously, you love them? Okay. Look, I'm an old guy. I don't know a whole lot about Avengers, so you got to work with me here. Tell me who some of the Avengers are. All right, just to call their names out. Who are they? Who are the Avengers?
Iron Man.
Iron Man. Captain America. Come on. Thor. Who else?
Hulk.
Hulk. Who else? Hawkeye. All right. Anybody else? Spider-Man. War Machine. Okay, cool. All right, we're good. Good job. So, guys, the Avengers, they're caring, aren't they? Don't they do something about a problem? Now, let me ask you a question. If you're in school and you see your best friend getting bullied, you're going to step up and say something, aren't you? Your best friend, right? And that's a good thing. The Avengers step up and help people they don't even know. They're saving cities, they're saving countries, they're saving the world. They don't know these people, do they? But they still help. What's that message for you? You see a kid getting bullied in the lunchroom. You don't maybe know the kid, maybe you don't. You still help. You still look them in the eye. Who do you think you are? And your friends all say, yeah, who do you think you are? That's what Avengers would do. See, Avengers joined the revolution. Bully, bystander, revolution. Revolution means you watch. Do something. You guys ever learn about the American Revolution? 13 colonies, 1775. They decided to not complain about Britain. They did something. And we're all in this room today because of what they did. The Avengers do something. If you're in the bystander revolution, you do something. You help. You call out the bully. Okay, that's one thing you do. The other thing you do is you help the kid being bullied. Now, I want to show you a video because there's actually a group called Bystander Revolution. How many of you have ever gotten delivered to your home an Amazon package? How many of you ever nagged your parents about ordering something else and finally said, no, we're done. It's enough for 1 week. Right? Okay? You know what Amazon is, right? So who founded Amazon?
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos. You know who his wife was? His name was Mackenzie. They're not married right now. But she was with him every step of the way, helping build that company. She's now worth $36 billion. Mackenzie is. Mackenzie just pledged half of her wealth to charity. She signed a pledge. Amazing. One of the charities that she supports and she's very passionate about is called the Bystander Revolution. Okay? And it's all about helping 3 kinds of categories. Let's help the bullies who don't want to be bullies anymore. Let's help them. Let's help the kids that are being bullied realize they're not alone. Let's give them some tools. Let's give them a hotline to call. Let's help these kids being bullied. And let's help the bystanders to join the revolution to help other kids. It's called the bystanderrevolution.org. I hope you go to it now. I hope you go to it later today. But I'm going to show you a 1-minute video from their website. Lots of videos. Let's watch this one. All right? This is from an actress called Jenna Elfman. And she has a 1-minute message to bystanders.
Well, when I hear about these tragic bullying stories in the news, I go, where was everyone around that kid? Where were their friends? You know, like, say no. Because there's sort of 2 ways it can go with the bullying. Either there's still enough decency within them that just needs to be brought out by example and peer pressure for goodness, and by saying, hey, dude, that's totally not permitted in this sphere of our group, and handle it fast. Like, don't wait till it goes on. The second you see it, just say something, and that person will rise to the occasion and become a better person, and maybe say no to another bully. Or if they are not capable of that, then that's just who they are, and you turn your back. Because if everyone turns their back on a bully who will not change, who's left to bully?
Pretty powerful, isn't it, guys? Stare a bully down, we don't do that here. And then turn them back. We're done with you. Hopefully the kid will get it. Now, back to the Avengers. You may be in a situation where the bully doesn't respond to you fellow students, you caring students, members of the revolution. You don't join the revolution, you just think that way, you want to act that way. You don't have to sign a card. You just want to be that way. But you have something that the Avengers have. Don't they have a group called S.H.I.E.L.D? Do they? Doesn't S.H.I.E.L.D help coordinate activities, right? Wasn't Samuel L. Jackson the head guy in S.H.I.E.L.D. in the last movie? Right? Was he pretty cool? So you guys have S.H.I.E.L.D. in this school if the bully maybe even gets more aggressive or maybe even wants to get physical. You have S.H.I.E.L.D. Because we're not going to get physical against the bully. We're going to use our brain and our mouth to back the bully down. If the bully wants to get more aggressive and he won't stop, you have S.H.I.E.L.D. You know who works for S.H.I.E.L.D. in this school? You know who does? The cafeteria monitors. Works for S.H.I.E.L.D. Every teacher works for S.H.I.E.L.D. Every administrator works for S.H.I.E.L.D. Sergeant Scrow works for S.H.I.E.L.D. If you need help, you go get S.H.I.E.L.D. They'll help. Hopefully it won't come to that. Hopefully the bully, there's Officer Sergeant Scrow right there, he works for S.H.I.E.L.D. He wants to help. You guys try to handle it yourself. But if the bully won't back down, if he gets too aggressive, you go to any member of S.H.I.E.L.D. They all have name badges on. That's what you do. Now, I'll tell you one more story, we're going to close. So far we've talked about staring the bully down, hoping to rehabilitate him too, by the way, but the video just said. But I'll tell you one more story about caring. When Joe Klimchek was here, the third point he made was being a caring person. People want to hire that person. Let me tell you about a caring person. I have 5 kids. I told you Joseph's my youngest. He's in his junior year. So I have 5 kids. I'm a husband. I'm a father. I'm a businessman. I'm also a minister. I preach. Maybe you feel like I'm preaching at you now. I hope so. Okay? I hope it's a good sermon. But I preach. So I like to tell Bible stories because I think there's a lot of good things I can learn from a Bible story. And I'm going to tell you a story as we close about the Good Samaritan. How many of you have ever heard that story? Let me see your hands. I've heard of the Good Samaritan. Good, okay. Guess what? You're going to hear him again, and the other kids are going to hear him for the first time. The Good Samaritan is a story in the Bible that Jesus told. And here's how the story goes. There was a guy walking from Jerusalem to Jericho, a couple cities, and he got robbed, beat up, and took his money, and they left. They left him on the side of the road to die. Bullies did that. Bullies, and he was bullied. Okay? Now, in this story Jesus told, a guy walks by and sees this guy lying there, and he does this. Just keeps going. First guy. Second guy sees him lying there, keeps going. Guy's dying! And he keeps going. Third guy comes by and sees him lying there. This guy that came by was a Samaritan. The person lying on the ground, dying, was Jewish. What's that matter? Because back in those days, Jewish people and Samaritans didn't really get along. They weren't pals. They weren't buds. But the Samaritan guy has compassion. He doesn't care if he's a Samaritan, Jew. It doesn't matter. He's a person lying in a ditch, dying. He gets him, picks him up, cleans him up, puts him on his donkey, and goes to the next town where there's an inn. And the guy takes him in there and says, will you help this guy? And they can help him. And he pulls out 2 denarii out of his pocket. 2 denarii was the form of money back then. You know what the denarii was worth back then? You know, the denarii is like a penny. A big deal. He pulls out 2 pennies out of his pocket. Yeah, it is a big deal. You know why? Because back in those days, a denarii was how much money you would earn after you worked a full day. A full day. Do you guys ever do landscaping for anybody in your neighborhood? You have a job, you cut grass, whatever you use, right? How'd you like to earn $50 in a day cutting grass? Who would say I'll do that? $50. You work 2 days, $100 in your pocket. And you see a guy lying on the road and you help him and you get him somewhere and you pull the $100 out of your pocket to help this guy. I call that a caring person, right? Now, think about that. I'm not asking you to pull any money out of your pocket. I'm just asking you to stare up to a bully and say, we're done with that. And step up. And I'm asking the rest of you revolutionary members to say, yeah, that's right. That's how we're going to roll around here. If the bully keeps up, you turn your back. And if he gets aggressive, you go to S.H.I.E.L.D. And that's how we can help end bullying. Does that make sense? Can you use this message? I hope you can. You guys have been terrific. Appreciate you being here. I hope you have a phenomenal high school career. Starting off as freshmen, you're going to do some activities. I encourage you to be involved, and I encourage you to look out for each other. Whether they're your friend or not, look out for everybody. Help them out. All right? Guys, thank you. You've been great. Thank you very much.